Hi, welcome to How to Kill a Kit with Style, August 2019. And I'm Ronnie, and this is my first layout out of the kit. And this one was actually done for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And the challenge, oh my goodness. The challenge, Christy said to pick a number between 1 and 5. I picked 3. Who would know 3 was no title? Yeah, like the hardest one on there. I love putting titles on my page. The number 1 was use a quote. Number 2 was a song. I don't even remember what 4 and 5 were because I was all stressed out over the no title. Yeah. So my solution to that was if I had room for a title, I'd want to put one on there for sure. It'd be harder than ever not to. So I decided to cover my whole page. Pretty much I do that. So one way to do it was to use 3 photos, and these were my granddaughter, and we were at the park one day, and she's like all over the place, of course. And so I put them together, and this is cardstock, and it's a light mint, really pretty color. And then I thought, well, I really like that pink stripe, so I'm going to be using it. I'm going to border the photo mat on the top and on the bottom. And when I get ready to adhere it to the page, that's when I notice it's got flowers on the back. And when I'd seen the flower sheet, I thought, boy, that's a good one to fussy cut. So that's what I end up doing. I fussy cut that page. Not all of it goes on this page, but there is another challenge I end up doing for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. I can't even talk. But yeah, I'm going to end up using it all. I think there was like 1 flower left when I got done. And it was a partial one anyway, so I just stopped there and wished I'd had more. But there's when I noticed that it's, yeah, see me point at it, that it's the flowers. And I'm thinking, man, and I even cut an extra strip of that pink stripe to put at the bottom, just a more narrow strip, and forgot to do it by the time I got all those flowers fussy cut and put on there. It ended up sitting over side. So I do have something left. I do have 1 strip that I can put on something before the Killer Kit's over. But I'm not going to have you watch all this fussy cutting, but I will show you 1 more flower, well, part of 1 more flower that I fussy cut out, and it's this one right here. It has a spot in between the 2 flowers, and I'm not very good at the X-Acto knife trying to cut out spaces in the middle, so I just go ahead and fussy cut around it. And then I end up putting it back together, and you can't tell that I even cut it by the time you do it. See how it's going back together, and it'll go on the page, and it'll just look like I took the X-Acto knife in the middle, which I did not. What am I doing now? Oh, I'm probably deciding where to put the flowers at. Oh, I am pulling out, and I'm not going to use any of these. I pulled them out thinking I needed a little something besides the flowers along the edges, and I thought, well, I could, and there's nothing in there that don't have words except the frames. And I thought if I have words, it's kind of going to look like a title, even if it's a small title, because a lot of people, their titles are smaller, and mine has been before too. So I thought I'm going to try to pick something out with no words on it. And those 2 frames is what I thought I'd do. I thought I'd cut them in half and have them tucked underneath the pink stripe or else the photo mat 1, but I don't end up using them. I set them aside, and I end up deciding on something else to use to go underneath the photos. And the pink stripe paper. Well, maybe just the pink stripe. No, I think I do go under the photo mat and also underneath the pink stripe paper. But now I'm trying to decide how to put these flowers on here. I do end up using the strawberries and that little teeny tiny, well, there's 3 of them, tiny blueberries that I fussy cut out also. And yeah, I cut quite a few out, but I didn't wipe the page out. And see that stripe over there to the left? Yeah, that's what I was going to put at the bottom of the page. When I was cutting them out, I thought, well, I need to cut that off now so that I won't forget. Well, I forgot. It sits over there at the side, and I end up finishing the page, and it does not go on there. But I do fiddle with these flowers for a little while. I'm going to put some, adhere them straight down to the page, and I'm also going to put some with foam adhesive and lift them up off the page to add a little dimension. But while I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it needs something else. So I pulled out that bubble die and cut out 3 of them. I figured I'd only use 2, but lo and behold, I used 3. I used all 3 of them. I do end up cutting them apart rather than just tucking them under their hole, and put them in different places on there. And I will have to do a little bit of fussy cutting with them to make the bubbles more circular on some of the ones that I cut off. But I think it ended up looking pretty good. At least I liked it. So I'm going to tuck it under there, and because I did use a wet glue, sometimes it seeps out just a little bit, so I always take a Kleenex and blot it a little bit, and that Kleenex just picks up any of the wet glue and makes it look a lot cleaner. And you can't even tell that there was wet glue there. So yeah, I'm going to fiddle with these for a while. Oh, and that one I'm going to go ahead and put up on foam tape. And after I got started, I thought you would have thought I would have picked an easier one to put on foam tape. But no, I picked the one with the little spray that's coming out. And I end up doing that to a couple of them, which takes me a while. But I do cut it out, so y'all don't have to watch me putting foam tape under half dozen flowers and adhering flowers down. It does take me a few minutes. And I am putting the bubble die cut along the way, and you can see here where you can't see here because I got out of frame, but that's what my intention was when I left this in, so you could see that some of them I just cut apart, and I'm just going to put straight down on the page here and there. And I lifted that flower and put it under there. That leaf, sorry, not flower, leaf. And I think no, it's not the last one, but it is the one that's going off the layout, and so that's the reason I can't go back and put that pink stripe on there now, because I put it down with wet glue, and it'll be hard to get up. And that one I think is the last flower, and I put it on the photo. But the last thing I have to do with this layout, I do put some sequins on it. You got points for different things, like I'll get 1 point for the colored cardstock, 1 point for die cut, and 1 point for sequins. So I am sprinkling sequins around there. Of course, it turned out really pretty, I think, with the sequins on there anyway. And those sequins are from Felicity Jane, probably, 2014, I think, because I don't think I've got Felicity Jane since then. I love Felicity Jane, and I was getting them every month, but at the time I was working overtime, and they were just sitting there, so I quit getting them. But yeah, there's my layout with my fussy cut flowers, my bubbles, my sequins, cover pretty much the whole page, and no title. Yeah, that was a hard one for me, and there is really no room for a title. So, challenge accepted and finished with no title. But I want to thank you all for watching. Below will be a list of everyone else that's participating in How to Kill a Kit with Style. And if you leave a comment, I'd love to reply. And also, if you like the video, if you hit the thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Bye.